The LDPR, formerly the Liberal Democratic Party of Russia, is a far-right political party in the Russian Federation. The charismatic and controversial Vladimir Zhirinovsky has led the party since its founding in 1989, opposing both communism and the neoliberal capitalism of the 1990s. The party scored a major success in the 1993 Russian Duma elections, receiving a plurality of votes. In the elections in 2007, the party received 8.14% of the vote, giving it 40 of the 450 seats in the State Duma. In the 2011 elections, they increased the percentage to 11.4%. Despite the party's name, it is frequently described as neither liberal nor democratic. The party has been described as fiscally leftist and authoritarian. Its ideology is based primarily on Zhirinovsky's ideas of imperial reconquest, and on an authoritarian vision of a Greater Russia. After the 25 Congress, the Liberal Democratic Party of Russia adopted its new full name, political party LDPR. Liberal Democratic Party of Russia became the historical name of the party. History, creation and effectively multi-party system emerged in Soviet Union in the late 1980s in wake of the Gorbachev reforms. A formal law for this purpose was introduced in October 1990. In April 1991, the Liberal Democratic Party of the Soviet Union became the second officially registered party in the country. According to former CPSU Politburo member Alexander Nikolaevich Yakovlev, the new party was a joint project of CPSU leadership and the KGB. He described how KGB Director Vladimir Khrushchev presented the project of the puppet party at a meeting with Mikhail Gorbachev and informed him about his selection of leaders and the mechanism of funding. Former KGB General Philip Bobkov described the organization as Zubatov's pseudo-party under KGB control that directs interests and sentiments of certain social groups. The outspoken leader of the party, Vladimir Zhirinovsky, an effective media performer, gained 8% of votes during the 1991 presidential elections. He also supported the August 1991 coup attempt. In 1992, the LDPSS broke apart into its regional offsprings and the LDPR was created as its successor in Russia. 1993 Duma elections. In the 1993 Duma elections, the pro-reform party supporting President Boris Yeltsin, Russia's choice, received only 15% of the vote, and the new Communist Party of the Russian Federation only 12.4%. Liberal Democratic Party of Russia emerged as the winner with 22.9% of the popular vote. In effect, the Russian population was divided to those who supported Boris Yeltsin's reforms and to those who did not. It is regarded that the popularity of Zhirinovsky and his party arose from the electorate's dissatisfaction with Yeltsin, and the desire for a non-communist solution. Zhirinovsky is credited with having successfully identified the problems of ordinary Russians, and offering simple remedies to solve them. For example, he has suggested that all leaders of organized crime should be shot, and all Chechens deported from Russia. Zhirinovsky also called for territorial expansion of Russia. Many of Zhirinovsky's views are highly controversial, and the LDPR's success in the early 1990s shocked observers both inside and outside Russia. The Duma, elected in 1993, was as interim solution, and its mandate expired in 1995. During the 2 years, Zhirinovsky's popularity waned, and his party's support was halved in the 1995 elections. The Communists emerged as the winners with 22.3% of the vote. In the 1999 elections, LDPR received 6.0% of the votes, and recovered in 2003 with an 11.5% ratio. In the latest elections in 2007, LDPR received 5,660,823 votes and received 40 seats in the State Duma. Platform. The Liberal Democratic Party of Russia aims for a revival of Russia as a great power. Quote, "It has opposed both communism and the wild capitalism that resulted from Russia's reforms. It favors a mixed economy with private ownership but with a strong management role reserved for the state. In foreign policy, the party places a strong emphasis on civilizations. It has supported the restoration of Russia with its natural borders. It sees the unification of Russia and Belarus as a first step in the restoration. The LDPR regards the United States and the Western civilization as the main external threat to Russia. The party has harshly criticized the discrimination against ethnic Russians in the Baltic states and demanded that they should be given Russian citizenship and protected against discriminatory legislation." Professor Henry E. Hale lists the party's main policy stance as nationalism and a focus in law and order. Although it often uses radical opposition rhetoric, the LDPR frequently votes for government proposals. This has led to speculation that the party receives funding from the Kremlin. Structure and membership. The party's organization is almost entirely centered on its charismatic leader Vladimir Zhirinovsky. The party is in alliance with several parties in the former Soviet republics, including Armenia, Belarus, Estonia and Ukraine. In 2003, the party claimed 600,000 members and had issued 475,000 party cards. According to a 2008 survey by Colton, Hale and McFaul, 4% of the Russian population are loyalists of the party. Electoral results.